Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broke and barely eat. I should have bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I'd evade.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cleveland Browns. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Cleveland. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Brandon Jones picking it off.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers that all you guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
And he will get in to make it 8-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their 2nd possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks it right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cam Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And now Watson throws another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about it.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Up the middle. It's Chubb.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Off of play action, it's Watson.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have cut the lead back down to 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On play action, here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins.
And look at this, another fake. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st down, it's Watson.
There's a short throw taken in by Bryant.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Watson.
There's a short throw taken in by Bryant.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Hopkins on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they're going to take the lead here as it's now 9-8. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tua.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking.
And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Berrios now from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
And anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Tua going to throw.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 15 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. Now it's Tua.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Tua, the final shot before half, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll
has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Tua. Rolling to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's trying to get as much as he can. Boy, a lot's going to depend on the spot. But they're going to give it to him. He needed 5. He didn't get much more than that. But it's enough at a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And he's able to get it back to the 31-yard line.
They're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
A good run there off ranked tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Chubb pushing his way into the end zone. Touchdown. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Will stop just short of goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On second down, Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like bats, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack.
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it.
That's caught. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Faking the give. Now Watson.
And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And Watson's going to throw here. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brandon Jones, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing Tua.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Flush to his right.
Tua hit, and the ball is out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
One final try for Tagovailoa.
That's caught by Wilson. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down